What if I told you that the biggest mistake of my later years wasn't something I did, but where I chose to live? At 82, I thought moving into a nursing home was the right call. A place of safety, routine and care, or so I was told. But what I discovered behind those quiet hallways and smiling staff changed my life in ways no one warned me about. If you, or someone you love, is even thinking about stepping into a nursing home, please stay with me. These 6 hard truths may save you from a lifetime of quiet regret. If you value honest life advice for seniors, go ahead and subscribe. And if anything in this video hits home, leave a comment. It matters more than you think. 1. The silent theft of independence. The first thing I lost wasn't my stuff. It was my ability to make small decisions, the ones that made me me. What time to wake up, what to eat, when to sit by the window and watch the world pass. Suddenly, all of that was replaced by schedules and permission slips. Want to walk outside? You wait. Hungry early? Too bad. I still remember my second morning there. I reached for my favorite book, only to realize it wasn't there. And worse, I wasn't home anymore. You don't notice how much your identity is tied to your freedom until it's gone. 2. The loneliness of being cared for. My daughter promised she'd visit every Sunday, and she did at first. Then it became phone calls, then silence. The world outside didn't stop. It just forgot to bring me with it. And let me be clear, my family didn't stop loving me. But life moves fast, and when you're no longer in it, you're easy to overlook. The phone becomes a lifeline you're afraid to use because you don't want to sound needy. But inside, you're silently hoping someone remembers you still exist. Are you ready for that kind of invisibility? 3. Losing purpose. One task at a time. They said, no more chores, you'll finally get to rest. What they didn't say, no more meaning, no more routine, no more reason to wake up with a spark. I used to water plants, brew my coffee, fold towels. Now I sit. A neighbor, George, used to be a carpenter, proud, busy, fulfilled. Here, he just stares at his hands. When you're no longer needed, something inside you dims. The brain slows, the body follows, and soon you feel like a guest in your own life. 4. When comfort becomes decline. I was active before I moved in, not a marathon runner, but I could dance at my granddaughter's wedding. Now, I get winded walking across the room. Why? Because when everything is done for you, you forget to do things yourself. The less I moved, the weaker I became, and I saw it everywhere. Alice, who used to walk the halls with pride, now needs a wheelchair. I don't know when it happened, she whispered, but I feel 10 years older than when I got here. And she wasn't wrong. Ease feels good until it starts stealing your strength. 5. The quiet loss of dignity. Privacy is something you never realize you're giving up until it's too late. Doors open without knocks, showers scheduled by someone else. Even going to the restroom means pressing a button and waiting. I had a kind roommate, but others weren't so lucky. Loud, disruptive, even combative. Your space isn't yours. Your voice isn't heard. They care for you, yes, but it starts to feel like being handled, not respected. You go from a name to a chart, and the dignity you protected all your life slowly fades away. 6. Once you're in, it's hard to leave. I told myself, this is just temporary. But when I tried to go home, I realized home had moved on. My house was half-packed. My savings were disappearing. And I wasn't as strong as before, not in body, not in spirit. Even if I wanted out, where would I go? Who would help me adjust? The longer you stay, the harder it becomes to return. What felt like a temporary decision became permanent before I knew it. Let me be clear, nursing homes aren't evil, but they are a final step, not a first resort. If I could go back, I would have fought harder to stay in my home. I would have looked for home health support, meal delivery, community programs, anything that let me age with dignity. Because once you walk through those doors, you may not be able to walk back out. So ask yourself, Is this really what's best? Or just what's easiest right now? If this video opened your eyes, even just a little, please like it, share it, and subscribe. And in the comments, tell me, what do you believe is worth fighting for in your later years? Your voice could help someone else make the right choice. Thank you for being here. You matter, and your future still belongs to you.